Michael Kors acquired renowned global brand Versace for a whopping $2.1 billion. Fashion is big business, guys, and today we'll be talking the business of fashion on the show. This is Game Changers, where we capture success from different perspectives. We delve into the minds of people with celebrated brands and careers who have turned their dreams into reality and their ideas into lucrative empires. I'm your host, Seyi Banigbe, and when we return, we'll be diving into the discussion. See you when we get back. Welcome back to the show, guys, and like I said earlier, we're talking fashion today. Yes, the business of fashion. I'm excited, you can see, right? I have someone really special, one of the big guns in the fashion industry. Yeah. Today I speak with one of Nigeria's biggest and best exports in fashion. She's a fashion designer and founder of Moofa, a fashion house that has trained over 50 people over the years. She's been repeatedly featured on the biggest fashion shows, both home and abroad. She has a staff strength of over 25 people. Annually, she produces nothing less than about 2,000 apparels. Guys, join me as I introduce someone who, amongst many things, has managed to make the world a more beautiful place with her amazing pieces. I'm wearing one. Welcome with me, Yinka Arolambo. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You look gorgeous, well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So do you.
So, your story is quite inspiring, I must say.
Okay. Thank you.
You finished. You went to the university.
Yes, I
You
did.
studied sociology.
Yes.
When you finished, you were already sure by then that you wanted to do fashion, so you went right into fashion school,
Yes,
right?
I did.
And then when you were done, you started, and I noticed something significant. You actually got really overwhelmed by the stress, and you actually quit. But you were then encouraged to go back, and you did go back. And I mean, now you're here. Yes. So, but I have a question though. If you could turn back the hands of time, based on the kind of rigor you went through, would you, if you could change things, would you have back then, decided to take up, because you wanted to actually go back, take a corporate job, because you had your degree. Would you have taken up a corporate job and then built the Moofa brand, you know, alongside, so that maybe some bills would have been met, you might have been able to hire one person to support you? What would you do differently from?
Looking at it now, I don't think I would change anything, because I think the struggle, the stress, the having to manage so many things at the same time, having to do everything for yourself, I think that's one of the things that made Moofa brand. So I don't think I would change anything, no, because at that time it looks like a lot of work. It looked like I was suffering, like your mates are doing really well, you know, they're getting paid at the end of the month, they get paid. But for me, even at some point when I was able to even get one staff, I wasn't able to pay the full salary, you know. So when clients come and I get payments, you know, I just like, okay, you know what, just take 10,000 out of your money, take 5,000 out of your money. And I think that really made me to be where I am today, because I mean, it made me to know that, you know, it wasn't rosy from the beginning, the humble beginning and all of that. So it made me really where I am. I don't think I would change. Yes, I think it does.
So if you say you were doing everything, that means you cut, you sew,
yes, I can
you
cut,
do everything.
Yes,
I meet many fashion designers today that actually they're good with sketching, but they can't sew. What's your take on that? You understand what I mean?
I mean, for me, it depends on what works for them. But I believe whatever business you want to do, you really need to know about it. You have to know the integrity.
Why?
Because I mean, if you have a staff and then they know that you don't know what you're talking about, it's very difficult for them to follow through. Because sometimes, you know, before I went to fashion school, while I was in school, I was doing few designing for my friend. Like they have a Shwebi or they have a party or something. So I always volunteer to collect the fabric, you know, look for tailors around, even in Jebugbo, or when I'm in Lagos, I go to Surulere, you know. There's some things that is in your head, but they can't see. I mean, they're not witches. Even if they are, you know, they won't tell you, they'll know what is going on in your head. So it's very important you know what you're talking about, because if you can cut, then you can pass knowledge. You can say, oh, no, this is how I want it. I think if you do it this way or that way, it will work. But if you really don't know how to do all of these things, it's very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult to manage them. And, you know, Nigerian staff, sometimes we can be a bit lazy. You know, they say, oh, it cannot work.
You don't need to sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Speak your mind, girl.
They can be very lazy. You know, they always want shortcuts to whatever.
Stuff.
So it's very hard to manage. Like, oh no, this thing is possible. This madam, this one, you know, say you just draw for paper. How a person will do this thing? It's not possible. But when they know that you actually know what you're doing and you know that it's possible, you can say, okay, cut the shoulder first, let's add the sleeve, let's add that, or, put this one here. But if you don't know, they just tell you it's not possible, it's not possible.
I agree 100%. I'm wearing Moofa, by the way.
Thank you, and you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But I noticed while I was getting fitted and all of that, your attention to detail is amazing. This could easily pass for something I bought abroad. And I know definitely you're not doing everything yourself anymore.
Yeah.
How are you able to maintain that level of detail with all your outfits? Even, now that you're making, about 50 pieces per week.
So for me, I have to be at work every day. Of course, I give them work. I already arranged what I wanted. I made a rough sketch of it. So we were already planning what it's going to be. And then when it's finished, I always make sure I check the finishing.
You check every single outfit?
Yes, that's what I...
When you were in the hospital, you definitely were away for a while. Who was checking it?
I had an assistant. I still have her. She's been with me for about almost 5 years.
Good.
And I have some of my tailors at the time. Even now, I have my first tailor is still with me. Okay. He's been with me for almost, it's going to be 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so he knows. And at that time, of course, I couldn't sleep because of the weight. So most midnight, which is Nigerian time, I'm awake. I call them to see what they're doing.
So you had hands, basically.
Yes, I had.
People already knew your standard of excellence, and they were overseeing it for you.
Of course, yes.
So because definitely...
So it was a bit easier.
Yeah.
Even though I tried to do video calls, but...
You sound like that obsessive entrepreneur.
Yes, I'm very...
even though you have them, you're like, I still want to see it.
Yes, I'm very obsessive about. I don't know. I think it's very personal. So it's like my baby. So you won't want somebody else to give the baby a bath, dress the baby, take the baby to school, and you're not doing much.
Yeah,
you always want to be ahead of what is going on.
I know what you mean. You haven't just enriched your pocket with via your business, but you've actually also empowered a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
You have a fashion. I think what impresses me the most about your story, because they say that you can be successful, but when you're able to now build or raise great people, you are even a bigger success. And researching you, I saw quite a few big names under your belt. That made me even have more respect for you. Why are you so passionate about passing on knowledge, about training other people?
See, at the time I finished, before I went to university, I wanted to do fashion, and I found out it was only Yabatech. At the time, I don't know what's going on in my head, but I didn't really want to go to Yabatech. So, because in my family, they wanted me to have a proper degree. So afterward, then I was looking for like a fashion brand that this is what they do every day, not just a fashion school. To train with, and then there was really none. There was really none. Even for internship, I was calling people, I was sending messages. They don't even respond.
Oh, wow.
So there's nothing like they said, no. They wouldn't even get back to you. So, and then even one at the time that I was close to, when I finished school and I realized this is what I wanted to do. And then one day I went to our factory, like to our studio, to pick up something from my cousin. And I just realized they were just packing stuff around. So I was wondering, what's going on? I don't think two people can be Moofa, because everything that I'm doing is in my head. So there's no way I will want to copy you. Even though you train me, there is no way I will want to be like you. Nobody can. No, I don't think any two people are the same. Going abroad to fashion school is quite different from you learning on ground, like you see. And then I'll say, even though we're trying to say, Nigerian fashion is global, it's still a bit different from, from other countries. Because for us, I'll say Nigeria as a person, or even African, our body type are quite different, to see, and then the kind of fabric that we like, how we like to dress up and all of that. So there's so many people that want to do that in Nigeria, but they don't really have the opportunity. So I just said, it's what I love to do, and then you can only be your own person.
Yeah, so it tells me you're very confident in your own skin. That's what that tells me. Thank you very much, Moofa. Well, Yinka.
Yeah.
I like the name of your brand, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
When we return, Yinka will be telling us how she distresses. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the show, guys. Don't forget to drop your comments, feedback, questions on our social media handles at the BWG Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yinka, how do you distress? You sound like a workaholic. How do you relax?
They've made it easy. You can rent a movie now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I just sit down.
So you're a movie girl.
Yeah, so I watch movie, or sometimes I go with my friend, go to the cinema, watch movie.
Okay, my kind of girl. Yeah. We all, if you'd ask me, we all should know how to sew. I am of the opinion that if you know how to make clothes in Africa, Nigeria especially, you can never be poor.
No, you can't.
That's my take. So that's how much respect I irrigate to your profession. But on behalf of all the customers in Nigeria, I want to ask, why don't they keep 2 appointments? They will say, come and pick up your dress on Thursday. You will get there, they are just cutting. What can you say to most tailors? Because I want to believe that for you to have attained this level of success, you are not like that. Because if you were, we would have heard the gist. So those things, they fly around fast. But what would you say to most tailors out there, to manage that thing? Because it's quite frustrating for we customers. I'm speaking on behalf of Nigeria now.
No.
How can we solve this problem with tailors?
I mean, I don't think it can be solved because, most people don't know their limits. Oh. Like when you are full.
No, that's a solution. So talk to us about limits.
Okay, so I mean, when you are full, you should know when to stop. Like you probably need to drop a plan. Oh, okay, in a week, this is what I can produce. In a day, this is what
capacity.
I can. Yes, this is the capacity of what we can. What we can dish out. But the money is so sweet. Everybody just want oh, don't worry, I can make it. Don't worry, it will be ready. And they just keep piling work. Or sometimes some people are just. I will not say lazy. Or they get carried away. It's still tomorrow. It's still next week I'll do it. It's still next week I'll do it. And before you know it, next week is here. You probably have other things that you're supposed to do, and then you didn't remember, or it wasn't properly planned. And then at the end of the day, you're missing out. You're missing.
I hear you saying two things. So it's either laziness, you're either on this spectrum.
Yes, it's either you're lazy or you're not.
You're hungry for
planning.
money, and then you take more than your capacity.
And I think that's what's mostly the problem.
That capacity thing.
You don't know. You should. But I mean, if whatever you're doing, you should know your limit. You should know what and what. Okay,
I can only make 5 per week.
We can't do more than 5. And you take 5, but sometimes even if you want to squeeze, probably do extra was 6. But people will take 10 because the money is so sweet. They just take deposit. And
they don't realize that you gain that money, but you just lost the client for life. What do people say about you or about your work?
And they will say, oh, I like it. It's different. It's so me. Although we do ready to wear, we have a lot of ready to wear, but it's still custom made ready to wear. And then you come in, you pick it off the rack, we do it to your size, you can adjust 1 or 2 things. And I think Nigerian women, I know that Nigerian women love custom made. So with that, they wear a piece, oh, I like it. You're not scared that when you get to an event or you're having something, somebody else is coming in with the same outfit. Okay. So with that, a lot of people really, really like it. So they'll be like, oh, if you go to Yinka, she will sort you out. And I'm happy to do that.
What are your 2 biggest challenges with running your fashion empire? I'll call it an empire. Number 1, staff.
And then light.
Power.
Electricity.
So what is the challenge with staff?
For staff, they come in fresh. They have no idea how I cut. My cut and my style is quite different, I think, from a lot of people. So, when they come in, you train them, you take your time to train them about 6-7 months. After a while, maybe they made an outfit, a customer say, oh, they like it or something like that. I don't know what's always going on in their head. And they think that they've arrived. So they probably just be like, oh, they're not working for you anymore. They want to go somewhere. And most people in Nigeria, we're not faithful. They like to poach people. You don't want to put a lot of effort.
So they go to poach people.
I've had crime. I don't think it's a good thing, especially
to poach.
Yes,
if they're offering more money, if you were working somewhere and someone offered you time,
but somebody took their time to train that person.
That's but the person can't work with you forever.
No, I'm not saying forever. I'm saying after 2-3 months, that you've trained them.
Short. I actually blame the staff. I actually don't blame the person.
No, but I've had a couple of times that my clients, they come in. I won't even say they're my client because if you're my client, you won't really do that. So they probably just come in to buy 1 or 2 pieces. Yeah. And they always forget. Maybe they think the tailor that is designing the outfit. So they come and say, oh,
did you make it?
Did you make it?
Yeah.
And the person will like, yes. And then the next minute, they're offering to pay them some amount. Because they think that
in your store, they're doing
that. I've had a couple of that. In fact, I had to install camera. Even some of my...
camera?
Yeah, even some of my floor manager will tell me, oh, Yinka, so person, is asking me to come and do and all of that. But most of the time, that's the good thing about what I do. You can poach the staff. They're just as empty as they come. Whatever they're designing is in my head. Of course, they'll probably be able to do 1 or 2, 3, 4 stuff that they've done for me. But after that, you know, what's next?
But designing is
it's me.
So you can't poach that.
No, I said you want to poach my brain.
Well, high five, girl.
So you can't. It's not.
As long as you're not poaching Yinka's brain, you can't poach her staff.
No, you can't.
Successfully.
Because I mean, successfully you can steal them, but after a while,
you can't take the brand.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the honest truth. Thank you so much, Yinka. I've learned so much. It's been rich, transformational, and, you know, intriguing speaking with Yinka of Moofa. And she's not going yet. She'll be coming back definitely after we speak with our corporate game changers. So relax, guys. There will be a game, and I'm sure you can't wait to see that. See you when we get back.